How's it going, guys? I hope y'all are ready because part 2 of the Naruto Ninja Turtle crossover is finally here. Now I'm really excited about this because I loved the first issue. Sure, it was a little cheesy at times and they had to take some creative liberties to make the two stories mesh together, but overall, it was a really fun story and the artwork is amazing. Now in the first issue, we saw April O'Neil being escorted back to her home village by Team 7. On the way there, April and Team 7 are attacked by the Foot Clan, but the Turtles arrive shortly after to give them some assistance. And then, after a misunderstanding, Team 7 and the Ninja Turtles end up in a massive battle against each other. Now Kakashi quickly puts an end to the battle because he believes that Master Splinter is actually his old friend, Hamato Yoshi, and this leads us directly into issue number 2. So let's take a look at it. But before that, like always, if you like this video, then consider leaving a like, a comment, or just subscribing to my channel. But I'm really excited, so let's jump right into issue number 2 of the Naruto Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover. Issue number 2 starts immediately after issue number 1, and we see that Team 7 and the Turtles are shocked that Master Splinter and Kakashi know each other. So Kakashi explains that the Hamato clan was revered for its dojo, and he saw Master Yoshi fight during his travels as a boy. But the last thing Kakashi heard was that Master Yoshi was gone, betrayed by a rogue student. Kakashi goes on to say that Master Splinter is shorter than Master Yoshi though, and last he remembered, Master Yoshi never had a tail. Master Splinter is impressed, saying Kakashi no doubt deduced this by now, but he is in fact not Yoshi, but Master Yoshi was his master, and Master Splinter was his pet rat. Master Splinter then introduces his 4 sons, Donatello, Leonardo, Michelangelo, and Raphael. And after Kakashi introduces Team 7, he apologizes for the loss of Master Yoshi, saying that he was a very powerful, skilled warrior. Splinter says that life moves forward and so should they, but Sasuke says that he can't forgive anyone who would betray their clan. Splinter says that Sasuke's drive is clear, and then he asks Donatello to open the entrance to their secret base. While the two teams enter the base, we see that Alopex has been patiently watching them from the trees this entire time. After walking through the lair a little bit, Donatello says that they've arrived, but Kakashi looks around and doesn't see anything, so he assumes that it's a hidden door technique. Donatello smiles and he says, "Not exactly," and as he taps his stick against the wall, the floor opens up beneath them and they fall into the ground, where they finally arrive at the Ninja Turtles' secret lair, which really impresses Naruto. We then see the Ninja Turtles and Team 7 hanging out a little bit. Naruto is hanging out with Mikey, Sakura is training with Raphael, and Sasuke is meditating with Leonardo. After Mikey finishes giving Naruto the tour, Naruto says how much he loves the Turtles' secret base, but Mikey says that he's sure Naruto's place is much, much nicer. Naruto says not exactly. He grew up alone, but he's been lucky enough to have friends and teachers along the way to make him stronger. And he says that's why he has to pay everyone back by becoming Hokage, so he can protect everyone. We then see Kakashi and Splinter talking, and Master Splinter is shocked to find out that Naruto is actually a Jinchuriki. So Kakashi explains Naruto's history, and he says that he hopes that Master Splinter will be able to keep this secret for Naruto's protection. As the two teams then come back together again, Sasuke begins to question the Turtles. He says that the Turtles are a powerful and united clan. Back on the road, they made the Foot Clan look like punching bags, so what's really keeping them underground? But Master Splinter says not what, who, Oroku Saki. Splinter explains that Oroku Saki was a troubled boy who came to his master's dojo seeking a new path. Master Yoshi knew hardship, so he tried to help the promising young martial artists. But Saki's cruelty was clear. He sought only power. Power that Master Yoshi had kept concealed in a family scroll, which Saki stole, leaving the dojo and Master Yoshi to suffer destruction. Splinter says that he barely escaped, taking refuge in the sewers. He wandered for days before he discovered something amazing. 4 baby turtles covered in a green ooze. 4 boys who needed a father. The mutagen transformed them, and in no time at all, the 4 babies that he had rescued became teenagers. Bright, funny, strong, and especially curious. Before Splinter knew it, the 4 teenagers were ready to seek answers in the world above. Around every turn, they ran into the Foot, and eventually, they ran into the leader. The man who now rules Big Apple Village's underworld. The man who tore Master Splinter's life to shreds. Oroku Saki. Sakura then says that Saki has brought Big Apple Village underfoot from the shadows. Using power, he stole from a master that he betrayed. But the mutagen ooze transformed the turtles into ninja with the power to fight back. It's like fate. April says that as a reporter, she doesn't really believe in fate, but this story that she was following really came together when she met the turtles. April says that Dr. Stockman was adamant about getting an interview with her because nobody else wanted to listen to him. He told April that his mutagenic ooze wasn't theoretical at all. He'd lost the initial batch years ago, but he was finally able to recreate the ooze. But his ego got the better of him, and he was desperate for acknowledgement. And Dr. Stockman's downfall was accepting funding from the Foot Clan. He wanted to produce more ooze, but Saki wanted the power for himself. Stockman thought that he was smart enough to take the money and run, but in the end, he just got stomped. The Foot Clan ransacked the lab and took everything, and April would have been next. But instead, she found some instant friends. The turtles had finally found the creator of the ooze that transformed them. But because of the Foot Clan, instead of finding answers, they just found April. And April says that after more research, she left for Hidden Leaf Village to learn more about the ooze from the nearest medical jutsu expert, which leads us to the beginning of the story. As April is telling her story, a stomach begins to growl, and originally Sakura thought that it was Naruto, and she gets kind of angry at him. But April says that it was actually her stomach. So the turtles decide to go on a food retrieval mission, and of course, the food that they decide to get is pizza. As the turtles in Team 7 leave the lair to go get some food, Naruto asks, "What's a pizza again?" And Mikey says, "Oh boy, prepare to have your mind blown." April and Master Splinter decide to stay behind and hold down the fort, believing they finally have a moment of respite. As they're walking back, Master Splinter senses something in the air and he tells April that he's sorry. Rest will have to wait, because they have uninvited guests, the Foot Clan. April and Master Splinter begin fighting off the Foot Clan, and Master Splinter says, "You would invade my home? You would attack my friends? You would dare?" But a voice comes from the background saying, "Yes, Rat, I would." And we see Oroku Saki has infiltrated the base. And that was part 2 of the Naruto Ninja Turtle crossover. It seems like the story is starting to ramp up a little bit. It's getting a little bit more action-packed now that Saki has infiltrated the base. Overall, it is still kind of a cheesy story, but it's really fun, and the artwork, like I said, has been amazing so far. Now, obviously, this is a limited series, and I have no idea how many issues there's actually going to be, but I'm really hoping that this goes on for quite a while, because I'm loving this story so far. I'm also really hoping that this leads us more into more anime comic book crossovers, because this has been a really awesome idea. But let me know in the comments, what do y'all think about the Naruto TMNT crossover so far? Where do y'all think the story is going in the future? And would y'all like to see more anime comic book crossovers in the future? Also, if you like this video, then consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see more. But that's pretty much all I have for y'all today, so later.